welcome to Bourbon Bite-Sized Learning. It is the first Friday of the month, and today we're coming to you from
Pope Family Farm.
And there is all kinds of commotion and shopping and everything going on in the background because it is harvest time and canning time, and everybody's enjoying all the good produce here at Pope Family Farm. So we're glad to be with you. We just heard one customer comment say it's like being in a candy store. There's so many things you want to try and so tasty and good looking.
The original fast food, right?
Original fast food.
Fruits and vegetables,
and
right?
It's so local and so fresh.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm Kay Denniston.
And I'm Kacy Wiley.
And we're going to join you again for our August recipe for the NEP calendar, which is the peach and blueberry crumble.
Yeah.
This is a super easy recipe, and it's also one I encourage you to make some adaptations for your family. Try different ingredients or try different ways of making it. But today I'm going to make it just like the recipe says on the calendar, and we'll see our lovely little peach and blueberry crumble when we get finished. We've got a magic oven here. Okay, we brought it with us today. So the first thing we're going to do, and it recommends using cast iron, which I love to cook with, but I only have one skillet. So the pre-prepared peach and blueberry crumble is in a cast iron skillet, but maybe you don't have cast iron or you don't like cast iron. You can also make it just in a regular deep pie dish. So we're going to start out with a 28-ounce can of peaches that have been drained.
Okay.
But now, what else would you recommend using possibly?
Oh gosh. I mean, you could use apricots. You could use maybe even like pineapple, because you can get it in its juice and drain it out. Just if you wanted a more like tropical feel to this.
Or you might even try your fresh peaches.
Or, oh yeah, well absolutely. If you had fresh peaches or picked up some fresh peaches, then, you know, skip the can. Or if you canned your own peaches, that would be even better to use in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that would be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be more like a true peach cobbler or peach pie.
Yeah, absolutely.
And also today we're promoting our blueberries that came from Pope Family Farm. They have been frozen, which I prefer when I'm baking or cooking with blueberries. Even if I buy fresh, I throw them in the freezer for a little while, and that way they retain their shape and they don't bleed out into your other fruits or your flour or batter as much.
Super easy to freeze. You wash them and lay them out on a cookie sheet or a baking sheet in the freezer, and then once they're frozen, just throw them into a zip top bag, a freezer bag, and they're ready to go for whatever you need.
I was excited to find out. I'll be honest, Kacy picked these up for me yesterday, and she said they were frozen, and I thought, oh no, they're going to be in a big blob. No, not at Pope Family Farms. They freeze theirs individually.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a cup and a half, and we're just going to guesstimate on the half cup because Kay only brought a one cup measuring
Close
cup.
enough, right?
But this, you know, some baking is chemistry, but this is okay. You could, if you like more blueberries, you could probably use more blueberries.
Yes. Yeah.
And then, to make this a crumble, we're going to use all of our little ingredients we have here. We're going to start out with softened butter. Now there is a difference in softened butter and melted butter. So we're not using melted butter, we're using softened butter. So it still has its shape, it has not separated, and we're going to mix it in a plastic bag. We're experimenting, but I think we've created something new.
Yeah.
When you cook off site, sometimes you forget things, or I do.
Yeah.
And then we're going to use a cup of oats, old-fashioned.
Old-fashioned. So that's going to add a lot of bulk, a lot of fiber to this recipe by using those old-fashioned oats.
And then 3 tablespoons of the brown sugar.
Yeah. So the only added sugar we're adding is just, 3 small tablespoons of brown sugar.
1/4 teaspoon of salt. And salt just is used to enhance flavor, okay? And it's very low in this recipe, low sodium, just 1/4 teaspoon, and 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. And you will smell the cinnamon while it's baking, okay?
For sure.
When I was fixing it in the office this morning, everybody said, oh, that smells so good.
It smelled so good.
Okay, we've got a Ziploc bag with those ingredients, and we just want to take a fork or your hands, which I prefer to use, usually a gloved hand. But we decided to use our Ziploc bag.
Well, if you had kids at home, This would be a great thing for the kids to do to help put this together. Just do something really super simple for them to do.
Everything about this recipe is easy.
It's
It would be
very
a great
easy.
kid recipe.
Very, yeah.
And they would love mushing the butter.
They would have a lot of fun with that, yeah. And then they get to eat it, and each serving of this actually provides you with 2 servings of fruit. So it's a really good healthy recipe, a great way to get some extra fruit servings in. Especially with blueberries, because they are one of the healthiest fruits you can eat. They're full of vitamins and minerals and antioxidants, so they are great.
Oh, it's $6.99.
Okay, I'm going to slip a glove on so that I can put this crumble. And there will be a few lumps, but not, you don't want very many. So maybe you can see from what I'm putting on here. That butter will melt as it's baking.
You get a good, like, nice crisp top to it.
Usually it starches.
All those juices will blend together. And
But I'm trying to do this by hand so that it gets distributed evenly instead of pouring it out of the bag.
yeah.
You can freeze it and then some people do, we don't. We take ours off.
Here's one that needs to be broken up. And I think that's about it. Oops.
Yeah. Look at that.
When you're
So amazing.
So then the freezer window.
Okay, we will slip this into a 350 oven for 25 to 30 minutes. Like I said, I just made this morning so that you'd see a finished product. And it did take the extra 5 minutes on mine. So we'll slip this into our magic oven.
Nice having an oven right behind us here.
And voila,
And then do it there's
it's finished, okay? It even changed back over to a cast iron skillet. Okay, let's dip it up.
Oh, wow. Oh gosh, look at those blueberries and those peaches.
Oh. And first thing I thought of was, that would be good with ice cream, but I thought, wow, we worked so hard to keep this low fat and low sugar.
So, what else can we use to top it?
Greek
Kate has a
yogurt.
secret weapon.
We're going to put a dollop of yogurt on it. And I don't know if you can see that. I'll
nice.
set it up there and see how
So you
much.
still get that creamy texture without having all that added sugar and stuff, and you're going to get
There you
some
go.
calcium out of having the yogurt.
So, come on out and join us and join the Pope family and see all they've got to have for produce that they've got, local produce for you to prepare for your family.
Beautiful tomatoes right behind us, and there's corn and cantaloupe and lots of amazing fresh selections here.
And next month we have Kacy
Yes.
preparing a dish.
Bourbon Street chicken. So you do not want to miss next month for sure.
That is one of my favorites. So I'm really looking forward to being the taste tester for that one.
That'll be
Okay?
September for us. So wow.
Don't forget.